Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owls offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
He spins that thing down the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Such a big decision early in the game. On your opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but
and the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. 1st down here for the offense. Going to the ground. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Snaps it in the shotgun. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. And he'll have enough. Down at the 42.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They're looking for a deep man. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Nice move to stay on his feet. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the catch. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's McLeod. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going up top. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll throw it on first down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Owls. What a grab and go for the score. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks.
Makes the grab on the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Frazier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Now from inside the red zone. Let's it fly. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes a grab over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seen that thing in there. To the air on first down. He looks that one in nicely. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Offense gets set for 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'll operate out a split back. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Frazier. Across the 25. He's got room. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Looking to buy time. He fires it out to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high...
All kinds of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he grabs it at the 15. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And nice Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. The returner will field it and try to get... And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team. Touchdown Owls! And here they come, almost all the way back. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to the run to start this second half. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls it in. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Rice. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Charles.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Getting some heat. And they can't make the play on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive really productive, David. Well, going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on fourth down, will stay out there to try it again. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Charles. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little farther. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here, and this...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Frazier.
Listen, running backs are not just...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On 3rd down, going up top.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Owl. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. The run from the shotgun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air, using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Owls! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more every single team.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback checking off. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense starts with a short field. Looking to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the ground to try to move the chains. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Rice. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Going up top on first down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, the defense brings the blitz. They're trying to affect the timing of the quarterback. He was able to escape, get outside of the pocket, but just not able to connect with his target.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the up.
Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. They're trying to get to it.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. So the Rice Owls offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to scramble. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay up. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rice. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Trying to get to it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Owls. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. South Alabama was able to finish off a close one inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's McLeod. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's McLeod. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're bringing heat. It's complete. Into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Now on second down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Badgers! And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. 2nd down now after the sack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good vision and determination there to find its way up to the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that you're...
Off he goes! And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy
fires into traffic. It's picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance for touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with, several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps...
And he muffs it, a loose football. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a connection. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. 3rd and goal coming up here. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move them. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Offense getting set for 1st down. And off to Jones. At the 35, he's loose. And he's running in the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's McLeod. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Dances away from the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Badgers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rice. And the route is on. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Rice 49.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On second down, just keeps firing. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Swings it out to his running back. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The sweet feet buy a little time. Gets a hand on the pass, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today. And any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 18 to UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's got the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Badgers want to move quickly.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's White. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They want to just keep throwing it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality.
Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point. They're up by 18 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Rice, 56. Wisconsin, 38.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. He wants to throw here on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Snagged in the middle, it's Mitchell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's back to throw on second down. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he added the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it! And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. A third and long coming up here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Chuck it away just as he was hit. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good.